6:14 a.m. ET. du Plessis, Captain, Hashim Amla, Junior Darla, Quinton de Kock, JP Duminy, Reza Hendricks, Heinrich Klaassen, Keshav Maharaj, Aidan Markram, David Miller, Wiaan Mulder, Lungi Ngidi and Al Faluquayo, Kagisa Rabada, Tabriz Shamsian, Junior Darla, Reza Hendricks, Keshav Maharaj, Wiaan Mulder out, AB. De Villiers Morn Morkel, Imran Tahir, Chris Morris, Kaya Zondo. Imran Tahir, South Africa's top-ranked ODI bowler at number 6 in the world, has been rested from the ODI squad to play Sri Lanka in July-August as the country gears up for Vision 2019. Left-arm spinner Keshav Maharaj, who has played 2 ODIs, and left-arm wrist spinner Tabriz Shamsi have been included in the 15-man squad in Tahir's place. The series, which will consist of 5 ODIs and a one-off T20, is the first of 5 in South Africa's build-up to the 2019 World Cup, and the first since AB de Villiers announced his international retirement. The uncapped Reza Hendricks, wicketkeeper batsman Heinrich Klaassen and Aidan Markram are the 3 players in contention for de Villiers' middle-order spot. Faf du Plessis returns as captain after missing 5 of the 6 ODIs against India earlier in the year with a broken finger, and Junior Darla, who has played 3 T20s, comes in as an option in place of the retired Morn Morkel. Wiaan Mulder is the only other addition from the group that played against India, and replaces Chris Morris, who is recovering from a back injury sustained during the IPL. Morris is only expected to be fit for the South African home summer, which starts against Zimbabwe in late September. The decision to rest Tahir is surprising, given that the leg spinner has not featured for South Africa since February and has only had game time in the PSL and IPL since then. He will next play for Guyana Amazon Warriors in the Corporal, which takes place from August 8 until September 16, and clashes with the 4th and 5th ODIs in Sri Lanka and the one-off T20. But Tahir is not the only South African player taking part in the tournament, with Hashim Amla, David Miller and Junior Darla also involved, so that is not the reason for his omission. Instead, South Africa's convener of selectors Linda Zondi explained that leaving Tahir out had less to do with him and more to do with the other spinners in contention for the World Cup squad, and confirmed Tahir is still set to be premier player in that department. "We have taken the strategic decision to rest Imran Tahir so that we can get a clearer picture as to who our best second spinner is to back him up at the World Cup. Imran will be our first-choice spinner at the World Cup, but, if we play him against Sri Lanka, it is unlikely that we will be able to play both Tabriz Shamsi and Keshav Maharaj," Zondi said. "By taking this route, we will be able to play the 2 of them together." Shamsi was the leading wicket-taker in the One-Day Cup with 26 wickets from 9 matches at 14.84 and was named the Domestic One-Day and T20 Cricketer of the Year at CSA's annual awards. He would appear to be ahead of Maharaj, who has only played 2 ODIs, but who the selectors are keen to see more of in white ball cricket. Tabriz has been the outstanding bowler in franchise white ball cricket this past season, Zondi said. "Keshav has been outstanding for us in red ball cricket, and we need to give him the opportunity to show us what he can do at international level in the ODI format." The same chance has not been extended to Dean Elgar, who has reeled off 3 successive 50s for Surrey in the Royal London One-Day Cup, and has made clear his desire to be considered. Elgar told reporters at the CSA Awards that he was very much available for ODI cricket for South Africa, but was sick and tired of having to prove himself every year. Despite coach Otis Gibson confirming Elgar would come into the conversation, he has not been considered at this stage. Neither has Dale Steyn, who made his return from a heel injury for Hampshire in a List A game earlier this month, and will continue to play for the county this season. Steyn was named in South Africa's test squad to Sri Lanka, and it seems the selectors want him to focus on the longer format rather than have an eye on the World Cup. South Africa's attack will be led by Kagiso Rabada and Lungi Ngidi, with Dala and Alfelukweyo and Wian Mulder as third and fourth seam options. Between them, the quintet have 78 ODI caps, and 48 of those belong to Rabada. Experience is to be found in the batting lineup, where Hashim Amla and Quinton de Kock bring a familiar feel to the top order, and Du Plessis, JP Duminy and David Miller make up the middle order, but that is by no means set in stone as the shape South Africa will take at the World Cup. At the end of last summer, Gibson said South Africa would continue to experiment with their ODI squad and would start to refine the World Cup choices as they get closer to the tournament in the beginning of 2019. South Africa have 21 ODIs scheduled, 5 in Sri Lanka, 3 against Zimbabwe, 3 in Australia, 5 against Pakistan and 5 more against Sri Lanka at home, before the World Cup, leaving ample time to tweak their 11. The ODI squad that travels to Sri Lanka will also play in the one-off D20. The selectors have also named South Africa A squads that will travel to India for a triangular series featuring India A and Australia A, and 2 unofficial tests against India A. Kaya Zondo, who was part of the ODI squad that played against India but has been left out of the group to play Sri Lanka, will captain both sides. Temba Bavuma, Farhan Bahadian and Theonesta Brain are some of the notable batting names that could be eyeing the World Cup squad, while all-rounder Dwayne Pretorius and fast bowler Dane Patterson could also push for places. South Africa A squad for triangular series: Kaya Zondo, captain; Temba Bavuma, Farhan Bahadian, Jihan Cleat, Theonesta Brain, Robbie Fryling, Buren Hendricks, Sisanda Magala, Peter Mallon, Sanuran Muthusamy, Dane Patterson, Rudy Second, Dwayne Pretorius, Tabrize Shamsi, Malusi Siboto. South Africa A squad for 4-day series against India A: Kaya Zondo, captain; Sarel Erwish, Sabir Hamza, Buren Hendricks, Peter Mallon, Sanuran Muthusamy, Amtheo Akayanabe, Anrik Northia, Duan Olivia, Dane Piate, Dwayne Pretorius, Rudy Second, Razzie van der Dussen, Malusi Siboto, Sean Vonberg.